I kind of do not understand vegetarians and vegetarianology or vegetarianism or whatever it is that the act of practicing vegetarian is. But like, I still do not understand them because if one person out of 100 stop eating, imagine, I mean, if you are trapped in a well, but the well is dry simply because you are drinking the water, then the water would not be high enough for you to get out of the well, assuming everyone can swim. But then one person comes up with the idea that, guys, if we do not drink this water anymore, it would eventually rise to the extent where we can all get out of the well. But like, people do not just want to stop drinking water simply because it benefits them and it makes them live longer and it is nutritious, right? But then this one person out of 100 was like, I'm going to stop drinking water. What's going to happen is that that's like more water for the 99 other people simply because they do not give a shit about getting out anymore. They simply just want to stay alive. So your discipline or not drinking water is having zero impact on the society. 80% of the entire population are not going to fucking agree with you. I am not going to stop eating meat simply because I think it is going to be beneficial for the fucking uh, environment. Let my great grandchildren deal with that, right? But right now, I am going to eat meat. Even if I stop eating meat, you are not going to stop. And like, then what is the point? Like, it literally doesn't make any sense technically unless every single person decide to adopt not eating meat. It's not just going to work. And if we think about it long term, if we stop the domestication of all of these animals and they are not breeded anymore or breeded or whatever, it is going to have a negative impact on them in the long term. Why? Because once they are released back into the wild, predators are going to have their way with them. And a lot of these animals, pigs, sheep, goats, whatever, are going to go to extinct. Do you know why? Because there is no one to protect them and they have been domesticated over the years. Their survival instinct is now bullshit, right? So they are going to get killed really fucking fast. So what we are doing as humans is that we are eating these meat, but at the same time, we are still making them grow. We are breeding them. So what vegetarians lack is in their thinking capacity is simply that if we stop eating meat, there is literally no reason for us to continue breeding them. If we stop killing them, there is no reason and no gain in breeding them. No financial gain, no eating gain, or no edibility gain, whatever the word is, right? So there is really no reason to continue breeding them, to continue domesticating them, to continue guarding them, to continue protecting them from predators and diseases. The moment they get back into the wild, the moment every single one of them are set scot-free, there are wild animals in the wild that is going to fucking kill them. And some are going to die of because they are literally being fed every single time and they are breaded, they are, treated, all of that shit. They lose all of those stuffs also, meaning that in the long run, they are all going to go to extinct. So you could arguably say that us killing them and continuing to breed them is what is keeping them alive. And if we just say, you know what, no fucking breeding of these stuffs anymore, no killing of them, they are naturally going to die, which is even much more cruel. So hence vegetarianism isn't fucking rational in any scenario. If in this present scenario, which a lot of people are going to continue killing them, meaning they are still going to die regardless of you eating meat or not, because you are just a tiny fragment of the people that have decided to not eat it. I am still going to fucking eat meat, right? But then, even in the other type of scenario where every single person stop eating meat, it is much more. detrimental for the animals. But like, maybe I am overthinking it. Like, let me know if I am the one overthinking it. But like, isn't that what is going to happen in the long run? Every single one of these things are going to go to extinct simply because their survival instinct is now literally non-existent, and like, they are not going to be breeding as much as we are making them breed. So like, if you're a vegetarian, I think you should rethink your life choices, honestly, because like, no one cares, bro. Like, even from a standpoint of like morality, doesn't that mean you are supposed to stop eating plants also, since they are living things? And you could arguably say that they are much more endangered than wild animals, especially the fact that if you leave them, if you let plants be, they are not going to die out. But if you let animals be, they are going to go to extinct. So shouldn't you just stop eating um like plants and just start eating fucking rocks and sand? Like, that's literally, if you are thinking about it from a morality standpoint, that is literally the best choice. Because like, eating plants is much more detrimental to them than eating fucking meat, right? So it doesn't make any fucking sense to eat plants if you are going to stop eating meat. So like, just start eating rocks or something.